Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing our household budget for April. And then we're also going to be stuffing my cash envelopes for this as well too. So we are just going to jump right on into everything. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Sorry this household video is coming out late, but I was actually waiting to be able to go and take the money out of the bank. And so I was able to do that today. I'm not gonna lie though, y'all, since Wednesday, I haven't been at work since Wednesday. I've had the stomach flu and it is the worst. I'm still almost like in the middle of it, but I'm hoping that over the weekend I get much better and can head back to work on Monday. But like I said, let's just jump right on into this. So we're going to be looking at my household bill. So if you're new to my channel, I do two separate budgets. I have my personal budget and then I have my household budget. So my household budget takes care of things such as like my mortgage, water, and stuff like that. So if you've always seen like my personal budget and you're like, this girl does not budget for any of the normal things that somebody would budget for, that is because it probably comes out of my household budget. So I did change up officially what I wanted my templates to look like going forward. The other ones that I had were very basic and just like not what I really wanted. And I feel like this takes into account everything that I needed to take into account. So yeah, here we are. And then this is what my personal one looks like, and I think it works out so well for me. So we're gonna go ahead and budget for April, like I said. So we are going to first start off with my different goals that I have for our household. And really, I just wanted to start a moving envelope. And I want to say my budget closeout for this, I did talk about the fact that in about the next 3 years, we'll actually be preparing to move back to Florida. And so because I know these things, I know that I'm budgeting. I do want to just slowly, even if it's just $1 each month until we get closer to that time frame and we start ramping it up. I'd rather have $200 in the account versus zero. So that is just my biggest goal. Other than that, oh, you know what I also want to do? I It's not a necessarily goal for just this month, but start getting 1 month ahead. We're like almost a month ahead, but whenever the first hits, I still have to wait for like either my husband's paycheck or for me to transfer over money to fully cover the mortgage. So I want to at least have $2,000 rolling over each month, because then that would cover a mortgage and all of our like bills that come out right at the first of the month. But also with that, we wouldn't have had that big of an issue, but our gas bill, since I want to say about January, has been about $60 higher. So if you look at that, that's $180 more than what I would have expected to pay too. So that's also something as well too. But that is something that I'm going to be working on over the next couple of months to get ourselves in that situation. Now for income, I have my income that I roll over into this account, and this month I am budgeting $500. My husband, he gets paid weekly and he puts $450 into there. So this month we're looking at $2250. That will go into the account because it is a 5 paycheck month. And then we have our rollover, which we are budgeting to be $1232. And so the total amount of income we have to work with will be $3,982. Okay. And then now down to our expenses. Normally, sometimes our expenses will just be estimates. Other times, if I already know that this is exactly what we pay every month, then I will always use that number. So for instance, we have our mortgage, and our mortgage is the same every month. So I'm always going to budget what it actually is, which is $1495.92. We have our electric, and I am just budgeting a base $100. We have my gas, and we are budgeting $50. We have our internet, and I am budgeting $97. We have our utilities, and I think I'm spelling this all sorts of wrong. Oh, yeah, just mind that one right there. Utilities, I'm budgeting $130. For our security, ADT, I'm budgeting $49.78 because that is how much the bill is. And then I don't need to add spending to this. And I don't have my calculator, but I'm just going to leave spending into this right now. But I don't believe that we're going to be using anything out of here, but we shall see. So that spending is that. And then we're going to come down here down to total. And that total is going to be $2,022.70. Okay. Now over to our sinking funds. So we have household, and I am budgeting $50. For cleaning, I am budgeting $65. For lawn care, I am budgeting $40. For pets, I am budgeting $30. I live in Texas, so I have a weather envelope, and I'm budgeting $15. And that is just to cover me in case of fire, earthquake, hurricane, flood, whatever it may be here. We are a catastrophe state. I have my HOA that is budgeted at $75. And I have childcare at $10. And then I have cash envelopes at $30. And the total is $315. And then for savings, I have our emergency fund, which is budgeted at $40. And moving, like I said, I wanted to get that envelope going at $5. So that is going to be $45 for total. So now we're going to go down to our summary report. So we have our expenses at $2,022.70. Sinking funds at $315. Savings at $45. And our total would be $2382.70, which leaves us with a rollover of $1,599.30. So that is what my budget is for the month of April. Now, y'all, I can already tell you that our budget is going to be very, very different from what I have already budgeted. Just because right when I did the budget, maybe like a day or two later, me and my husband had a conversation, and we decided to move all of my sinking funds that I currently have in my personal to household. And we've also added anything that he was paying for still that belongs in household to the household account. So literally the household is now functioning as a full household account with the exception of groceries, which that may take some time. But yes, with the exception of that. So you guys will see what really happens with the entire budget when we close it out at the end of April. But we are now going to go ahead and actually stuff my envelopes, or yeah, my envelopes. Now my household budget is cash right now because our current bank that we use is a credit union, and this credit union isn't that fancy, so they don't allow us to do any of that like Zelle or any of that kind of stuff. So we are just kind of going with the flow of things. So sorry, y'all. I'm trying to look for my breakdown of what I wanted to use. So I apologize about that. But yeah, so we are going to be looking at this cash. So I think I might have been tripping, but I guess the bank now allows you to take out 1s, 5s, 20s, and 100s. I thought it was 100s, 50s, 20s, and 5s, or 10s and 5s, or something to that sort. I don't know. So some of this money came out super crisp. So I had to change up the denominations while I was there. So I pretty much just did everything almost in 5s because I knew I couldn't go wrong. So we have that here. But like I was saying, everything for household is cash at the moment. It will become cashless once we sort of kind of move. Maybe, maybe not. There may be some things that still will be cash, such as weather. Florida is still a catastrophe state, so I do want to keep that weather envelope. But a lot of the other things can be, what is it called? Can be like cashless. So this is the only thing that we're doing in cash right now. So we're gonna open this up. Woo. And we're gonna go in. I should have actually, I'll fix the like my little index cards. Oh, y'all can't see that. Let me push the money up some. Whoops, whoops, whoops. The index cards with the appropriate money in there, but I'll do that off camera. So the first envelope that I'm filling is going to be cleaning, and cleaning is going to get $110. And so we're going to use 100, and then we're going to use 2 5s. And this money is actually going to be gone because I was waiting to get this money before I called to schedule them to come and clean our house, because we did skip a cleaning in March. So, and I wish I didn't, but for money reasons, I did. For childcare this month, I am budgeting $10. So I am just going to take 2 5s. And the goal with childcare is to save up at least, before we start using money out of here, at least a month's worth. And childcare is just at $9.50 a month. So once I get there, then this will start funding her childcare. And then it actually gets cheaper, I think. I mean, not I think. It does get cheaper as she gets older. And it will actually change before she even turns a year old. So hopefully by then this will have at least $9.50 in here, so we can start using that money out there instead of out of our accounts. Fun is going to get 70, so I am going to do 2, 4, 6, and then 2 5s. And if you guys don't already know, the other monies for some of these accounts that were already in my checking or savings account, they will actually stay there. So every so often, I will take this money, this cash, and deposit it into my Wells Fargo account. and then Zelle it to my Capital One, because Capital One has closed down all of their like banks and stuff here, and I don't even know where the closest Capital One like ATM is. So that is what I'm going to have to do going forward just with this account right now, until we kind of figure out where we want to go with our household bank once we end up moving. So like I said, fun got 70. We are going to health, and we are putting $20 into health. And like I said, I will update these trackers so they reflect all of the monies and not just the monies in the envelope. For holiday, we are also doing $20. So we are going to have a 20 in here. For household 2, which household 2 is also just going to be household altogether. So any projects, any decor, any of that kind of stuff, we are going to do or keep in household, and that is going to get 25. So we'll have that here. And then any like bulk buying too, I'll kind of do out of here. I'm just not rushing it because of course there's not a lot of money to cover all of that right now. HOA is going to get $30, and we're gonna do 20 and 2 5s. So that gives us 30. And for HOA, I'm just saving up at least half of what our HOA cost is, so I don't end up having to take out almost $1,000 just out of our checking accounts to cover that payment. So that was HOA. This is like one of the very few envelopes that actually has cash in here. So we have lawn care, and lawn care is actually going to be getting $25. I probably should have put more money in lawn care, but that's just where we are with lawn care. I think lawn care has $95, 2, 4, 6, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Yeah, so I think we should 95, 100, 120. So I think we're okay. They did just come yesterday to cut our grass, but they're not super expensive. So I think it's about $35 for them to do the front and the back. But I know that they did also mulch our front yard, but not our backyard. So I'm not sure how much we owe them, but we'll have enough money to cover that. Moving is getting $5. So we're going to put $5 into moving. So we have that. I have pets, which is getting $10. And pets do have some ones in here. So we're going to do these 5 ones here. They're like super stuck together, y'all, because they're like fresh $1. But these are 5 $1 plus 5. So pets is going to get, oh, look at that. And pets got money in here, y'all. A few little dollars up in here for pets. If you don't know, it's always so hard for us to save for our pets. And so I'm just glad that there is something in here. So pets. Weather, like I talk about, I started this envelope last year, at the beginning of last year, after the snowstorm that we had here, and it just kind of opened up my eyes that we do need to make sure that we have cash on hand to be able to stock up on stuff whenever there's a hurricane or anything like that. We always have cash, because what actually happens is light goes out here a lot, and a lot of the times if you want to go and buy groceries or get gas or anything like that, you might need to have some cash. So this is like our emergency cash for that. Now, what happened was when I paid for my house to get cleaned back in February, I took money out of weather to be able to cover that. So I'm also going to be paying that money back along with what needs to go in there. So we are doing 75. So this is 20, 40, So 20, 40 here, that's 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Oh, we have $5 extra. That is interesting. And I'm just looking to make sure. So I think I took out $5 more than I needed to. Did I count that right though, y'all? Because this is 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So it was 75 that I needed to put towards this. So we'll put this into weather. So weather should be at around, at least back at 115, but I'll check that out. And then this last one is empty because this is for baby girl. She has her own like debit card, sort of, kind of. And so I'll be tracking her expenses in there. She had $450, but I know her dad took out $100 or $150 to buy some stuff. So I'll need to verify that because it's like linked to his account. But with this extra $5, I think that I'm going to put this extra $5 into... Where do I want to put it, you guys? Where do I want to put it? I think I'm going to put it into childcare because childcare needs this money. Yeah, I think that's where I want to put it. But then I kind of want to put it into cleaning. We'll put it into childcare. We'll put that extra $5 into childcare. And I'll just double check to make sure that I didn't miss out on anything. But y'all, that was my cash stuffing for the month. Now I know I had some cash envelopes that I was supposed to, you know what? I think that's what it was. So here's the deal. Actually, I don't have an extra $5. So I forgot about my cash envelopes. So I talked about this before that, was it weather or was it pets that I had 5 ones in? So I talked about doing cash envelopes in households. So this should be 5 ones. And so I needed to start saving in there so that I would have money in there when it's time for me to start using it in the household budget. So I took out money for that and then totally forgot about it. So wasn't it? Well, it still was an extra 5 because I actually didn't budget fully for that. It was actually supposed to get more money, but we're going to take out that little small one and just put $1 in each of them. So this is just my cash envelopes. So we're gonna fold this up and we're gonna put $1 into each of these. And like I'm telling y'all, my motto is know your budget, right? So not everybody can put not even maybe $5 or $15 into each of their envelopes. Put what you can afford, y'all, and know your budget. And everything else will work itself out. And don't feel ashamed if you can only afford $1 in your accounts. I'm gonna have to fold this money a different way, but these are just the envelopes that I currently have in like my household or in my personal budget that will eventually move over to here. But y'all don't feel as if like, you know, it's a bad thing that you can only put $1. If that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford. Not everybody makes $100,000 a year or $50,000 a year or $30,000 a year. And you have got to know your budget, okay? Know your budget and you will never fail because you know your budget. Just like how you have to know your worth. And oops, I didn't even put this into anything. You have to know your place. You gotta know your budget, y'all. So just because I'm putting $1 into each of these, it's better than not putting anything in there. And even if I didn't have anything to put in there, guess what? I know my budget and I know that I just couldn't afford it. Maybe this month or so. So each of these got $1, and that's just where we're at right now. And this envelope is just here for fun. So everything has gotten stuffed, y'all. Like I said, I gotta fix this like money, so I'll have to fix that. But that was my cash stuffing for sinking funds, my cash envelopes, and my budget, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to know your budget, and I'll see you guys in the next one.